She'll kiss you, and then she'll cut you. Look out, that's the Old West way. Hey, you At Your Leisure Files, Chad Booth here. Today, Malia and I are soaring over the Old West with a dip into the Grand Canyon at a ranch that is as big as its name. Then, Reistein finds one snowy canyon whose name belies its red rock exterior. Finally, travel reporter Corey Toon dances his way into history in a town full of donkeys. Corey's the tall one.
We're going up! At Your Leisure is next!
Whoa!
Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Malia Bascom.
And I'm Chad Booth, along with Malia's kids, and we are doing a helicopter tour out of the Grand Canyon Ranch. And this is the first time for Malia's kids to fly in anything, so they're having a pretty good time right now.
Oh yeah, we're going to go over here and see the west rim of the Grand Canyon, and it is some amazing scenery.
Well, right now we're flying over a little canyon that's kind of a wash that will drop off here in a minute. Now, we are going to be coming at about 5,000 feet, and then we are going to go over the edge, and it'll drop down to about 2,000 feet. So there's a 3,000-foot drop, about ready to come into view any second now. We're over the edge, Talia. Look at that. Right down there is the Colorado River at the very bottom of the Grand Canyon.
The most amazing thing to me as we're flying over the Grand Canyon is just the sheer mass of the canyon. I mean, it really is the Grand Canyon.
Well, yeah, it drives home the point when you see other helicopters. I mean, we're in a fairly good-sized craft. There's 6 of us in it. You see an identical bird to this one. And what did you say? You're saying it looks like a...
Well, not only the one, but there were 3 others, and they just look like bumblebees.
Little bumblebees across the canyon. And then the kids have been pointing out as we've been traveling down here the rafts and boats. You know, they look like specks in the water skeeters, right, Bo?
Yeah. The sheer mass of the Grand Canyon and the beautiful layers, the strata of the rocks, and it's amazing. And words really can't do it justice. You've got to come see.
You really do. So put this on your bucket list, everybody, to come take a helicopter tour through the Grand Canyon. And something that you may also want to add to your bucket list is this week's travel adventure coming your way right now.
For more on our travel adventure, check out AYLTV.com and check out our Facebook page.
That's right, it's At Your Leisure Television. Now, one of the things you can do at the Grand Canyon Ranch is ride horseback. And when you sign the waivers, they do talk to you about, are you a beginner, expert, intermediate, advanced? But they are a beautiful fleet of horses. They got bunches of them, like 70 of them here. Stay with us, we'll be back with more of At Your Leisure from the Grand Canyon Ranch. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're having a grand time at the Grand Canyon Ranch. This is just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it is. We're having a blast. We're on a wagon ride here, taking a tour around the ranch. We're actually on a part of the Old Mormon Trail.
Now, I'm going to tell you that right now we are riding in a 2-horsepower vehicle that runs on biofuels. That's my product review. Now here's Darren Kinder with his.
Can you believe this? This was built in 1865. This is from the original.
Finally, something older than I am on this show. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are here at the Grand Canyon Ranch. Did I get that all right?
Yes.
And this is like the chief rancher here. This is Susan Thomason.
General manager. Yes.
And so tell me a little bit about the ranch here.
Well, this ranch dates back to 1865, like you said. Actually, it even goes further back than that. This was a place where Indians were dwelling. We also have had orchards here, gardens here. And there's a little stone building over there that was the original Butterfield stage line. And that was built in 1847. And that stage line ran until the 1890s.
Was that part of the Mormon Trail system?
It was part of the Mormon Trail system, and that's why this family originally came here and they homesteaded the first original 40 acres.
Wow.
We have about 70 horses here, about 350 head of cattle, and a small herd of buffalo. We have 10 cabins here, and then we have a handful of teepees. We have 6 teepees. We also have spring water, so all of our water comes right out of our own natural springs.
Yeah, I want to go like stick the hand underneath. I wanted a glass.
Yeah, it's all right over here. The reason the ranch is even here today is because of the springs. These springs date back to 1600 BC.
This is really great. Would you be willing to take us on a tour and just like kind of show us some of the historical and the luxury accommodations?
I'd love to. I'd like to start with one of our cabins over here. And this ranch is 106,000 acres, so that's about 165 square miles.
I love the chairs.
This is one of our cowboys doing a pony ride for one of our guests. Please come in. This is the Smith cabin. This is one of our larger cabins. This one's set up for a family of 5 to 6 guests. It does have the loft. We have some chalet type little cabins that are over on the other side of the ranch. And then we have 6 teepees. And they're all comfortably furnished.
This is a great place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for the tour. We've got a lot of other things to do, and we've got to get to them. Right now, though, we're going to send you off to this week's Trailhead Adventure. Load them up. If you'd like to find out a little bit more information about our Trailhead Adventure, you can go to the At Your Leisure website, AYLTV.com. Check out our postings on our Facebook page, At Your Leisure Television, and you can get even more up-to-date information like what we're doing here.
Yeah, we're here at the Grand Canyon Ranch, and this is the springs that the whole ranch was kind of how it came into existence.
You got to have water out in the desert.
You
and
gotta
the guy
have
who's
water.
got water is the king.
Yes, and now this, I've heard some of the ranch hands say that this is the fountain of youth.
We're going to see if this truly is a great elixir, but you know, they really have to be completely self-sufficient. Closest town to here, the closest other source of water, 45 miles away.
Yeah,
So-
they produce their own electricity,
Oh, that's good. Go ahead.
fresh,
Yeah,
pure spring water.
that's right. Came right from ancient aquifers. That water could be hundreds of thousands of years old.
Yes, pretty good actually.
Water could be as older than dirt. Oh, that actually is pretty tasty. But they have to make their own electricity here, everything.
Well, we've got to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at this week's winner and our calendar of events. Well, Chad, it's going to be a great show next week.
Well, it is, Missy. Got myself a lariat here. And kind of like Will Rogers, I'm just going to tell a couple of cowboy jokes. Actually, one of the things that they have here is entertainment each night. And of course, we were going to have him sing the Roy Rogers song on the way out. But he's out doing a show.
Yeah, our music man is off
Yeah, so,
serenading other people.
let's tell people about the trip again. And maybe I'll just get warmed up and I'll be the cowboy singer tonight.
Susan has so generously offered a trip for 2 with a sunset champagne horse ride.
I caught myself. Yes, the champagne, I'm paying attention now. I'm not ADD at all, Malia. Go ahead, keep going.
You just keep roping. Just keep practicing, Chad. And we've had a great time here at Grand Canyon Ranch. We've done the horseback riding, the wagon rides, the helicopter tour over the Grand Canyon. What haven't we done?
Yeah, that's true. We haven't given that prize away, but we will in the next few
Couple
few-
weeks.
Yeah, that's right. So keep listening, get your stickers in. We're going to give you a chance to win this one because this is kind of special.
Yeah, and check out our Facebook page.
Yes, indeed. And I think I'm ready now. It's time to say goodnight.
Okay.
And we'll look for you next time on At Your Leisure. But between now and then, make sure that you get out with your friends in the great outdoors and enjoy it
At your leisure.
You ready?
Yes, go ahead.
3, 2, Happy trails to you. How am I doing?
Perfect.
Until you're not going to join me, are you?
No, I'm just gonna watch and admire.